Attention Passionation Cleveland Browns fans! A major update has just surfaced straight out of the AFC North, and it has the potential to completely change the course of the season. Something big is brewing behind the scenes, and it could directly impact the Browns' path toward another potential Super Bowl run. We're talking about a shift in the balance of power within the division, one that could cause one of our biggest rivals to stumble badly in the coming years. But before we dive into the details, if you're a true Browns fan, you already know what to do. Subscribe to the channel to help grow this community and show that you're part of the family. Let's hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Together, share this with your friends and help spread the Cleveland passion. Now let's get to the facts. In just a few days, the Browns will report to Cross Country Mortgage Campus to kick off training camp. And as part of the prep, editor Kelsey Russo is rolling out a position-by-position preview of the roster. The previews for quarterbacks, defensive line, and offensive line have already been released, and now the spotlight is on the linebackers, a group set to undergo some real competition and significant changes. What we already know is that the team will be without one of its top defensive names in 2025. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah has been placed on the physically unable to perform list and will miss the entire season. That's a major blow that forces the Browns to rethink their defensive strategy and open the door for new leaders to step up. This Browns offseason has been a roller coaster, to say the least. Once again, the franchise is facing tough decisions, especially on the defensive side of the ball, which has been under scrutiny for its inconsistency over the past few seasons. The big question right now is complex. Should the team keep veteran leadership with proven experience, or lean into a youth movement that brings more speed, durability, and long-term potential? In the middle of this discussion, one familiar name keeps resurfacing: Jordan Hicks, a seasoned linebacker with a solid track record in the NFL. Respected for his football IQ, ability to position himself well, and leadership both on and off the field. When he's healthy, Hicks delivers, but that's the issue: availability. According to analyst Damon Wolf, there's a real possibility that Hicks is no longer part of the franchise's future plans. The Browns are looking to build a younger, faster, and more durable roster, and keeping a player with a history of recurring injuries could jeopardize that long-term vision. Of course, Hicks still has value. His locker room presence, his mentorship of younger players, and his ability to make clutch plays in high-stakes moments are undeniable. But in today's NFL, that's not enough. You have to be consistently available on game day. In that context, a new name is beginning to rise as a promising option: Nathaniel Watson, a recent draft pick. The young linebacker has been turning heads in practice with his strong physical presence, quick instincts, and relentless effort that has caught the coaching staff's attention. And he's not alone. The Browns front office has made several moves this offseason to strengthen the linebacker group, signing Jerome Baker and Devin Bush in free agency, and selecting Carson Schwiezinger in the second round of the 2025 draft. Now, the linebacker room is a mix of experienced veterans, exciting young talent, and players already familiar with the defensive scheme. Schwiezinger, in particular, is entering his rookie season with a real opportunity to make an immediate impact. Coaches and teammates alike have praised his football smarts, his knack for being in the right place at the right time, and his ability to make plays during OTA letters and minicamp. Schwiezinger has shown how quickly he's picking up on Jim Schwartz's system, a key trait for any linebacker looking to contribute early. Linebackers coach Jason Tarver had high praise. Carson has done an excellent job staying focused on each play and making the next one his best. He asks great questions, flies to the ball, and led us in pursuit and receptions this spring. With all this in motion, the big question becomes, who will step into the role left vacant by Owusu-Koramoah? While the unit includes seasoned names like Hicks, Baker, and Bush, there's a wave of younger players eager to carve out their spot. Winston Reed and Nathaniel Watson are both heading into their second seasons with the Browns. Schwiezinger begins his rookie year, and Mohamed Diabate, now entering year 3, continues to grow his role and was singled out by Coach Tarver as one of the most improved players. This offseason, another decision still hanging in the air is who will wear the green dot, the communication device used to relay calls from the defensive coordinator. In 2024, due to multiple injuries, that responsibility rotated between players, with Hicks taking on much of the job. With his roster spot now uncertain, the Browns must identify a new field general to lead the defense in a division where the Ravens, Bengals, and Steelers are constantly raising the bar. Every move, from roster cuts to new signings, carries immense weight. If the Browns truly want to elevate their standing and solidify themselves among the NFL's elite, they'll need to make bold choices, even if those decisions are unpopular. And cutting Hicks may be exactly that kind of move. Tough, symbolic, but necessary. Many fans still view the veteran as a critical piece due to his leadership and experience. But others argue that in today's fast-paced NFL, youth and athleticism outweigh experience and resume. Everything now points to training camp as the decisive battleground where roles will be earned and futures determined. Watson will have a chance to prove he's ready to start. Hicks, meanwhile, will have to demonstrate that he can still perform at a high level without physical limitations. Jim Schwartz and the entire coaching staff will be locked in on every detail. From snap reads to positioning and effort, the preseason games will carry massive importance, not just for individual evaluation, but to assess team chemistry and whether this defense can truly click under pressure. If Jordan Hicks is ultimately released, it won't just mark the end of a veteran's time in Cleveland. It will represent a shift in the team's identity, a clear signal that the Browns are putting the future ahead of the past. The organization is preparing for the next leap, and that leap demands courage, strategy, and a roster capable of competing week after week with consistency, speed, and strength. Whatever happens next, one thing is clear: the Browns are aiming for the top, and they won't stop until they get there. Perganter Outjacked.